Living like a king is different from what it used to be. Nowadays, even kids with YouTube channels think they're living like royalty. But that's not the case. Please look at how the 10 wealthiest world leaders live incredibly fancy lives. Most of them are kings and queens, but being a dictator can also make you rich, as you're about to see. I don't typically mock people with low incomes, but it's hard not to raise an eyebrow at the fact that being an Arab king with only $5 billion in your bank account might seem a bit underwhelming. King Hamad al Khalifa of Bahrain appears quite sensitive about this, so he goes all out to make up for it. His extravagant lifestyle is the envy of many around the globe, and even leaders with significantly larger fortunes could learn a thing or two about indulging themselves from his approach. King Hamad lives in the $60 million Rifa Palace, which features a private theater, indoor swimming pool, helipad, and mesmerizing interior design. He also owns an impressive collection of cars, a $4 100 million Boeing, 747-8, and a $150 million super yacht. However, he could do much more with his funds if he had at least $25 billion like the Saudi crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman. Indeed, Kim Jong-un has been elected by the people of North Korea several times. Sure, he was the only candidate, but a competition is a competition. Kim wins every time, decisively, with 98% of the votes. Some naysayers will claim that these aren't genuine elections, but one can hardly argue with the results. After all, not many people in North Korea are overweight. Most of them are on a strict grass diet. In the meantime, Kim lives a life that even jihadists would consider converting to shamanism. Kim's Ryeongsong residence is a sight to behold, resembling a mix of Fort Knox, a James Bond villain's lair, and a 5-star resort. Kim enjoys a lavish lifestyle with 14 luxurious residences, including the Kangdong residence and a beachside mansion in Wonsan. He owns 138 horses, 20 pianos, an $8 million watch collection, private yachts, and even an island. Indeed, Kim's luxurious lifestyle is only measurable by the love of his people. After all, not many people cry publicly when it turns out that King Charles is ill. For Kim, however, an entire city was crying in the central square. What love, what dedication. Jokes aside, Kim's luxurious lifestyle is beyond what any sane person considers slightly acceptable. Still, he's not even close to the lifestyle of King Mohammed VI of Morocco, whom his people love. Poor King Mohammed VI of Morocco, with his mere $5.7 billion fortune, is scraping by. He only has a modest Boeing 747-400, worth a mere $150 million. But don't worry, he doesn't skimp on the bells and whistles, defensive and offensive capabilities included, because nothing says royal convenience quite like air-to-ground missiles. When he's not soaring through the skies, the king can be found luxuriating in one of his 4 humble abodes. King Mohammed VI of Morocco lives lavishly, with palaces boasting luxurious gardens and a daily maintenance budget of $900,000. His garage houses over 600 vehicles, including a Rolls-Royce Phantom and a bulletproof Mercedes-Benz Pullman Guard. He also owns a $50 million yacht, El Boubaz Verst, equipped with a private jacuzzi, cinema, and swimming pools. Despite his opulent lifestyle, he aims to improve the lives of his subjects. The Principality of Liechtenstein is ruled by Prince Hans Adam II, who lives in a 900-year-old castle with 130 rooms, a wine cellar with 20,000 bottles, and a library with an impressive collection of books. His fortune allows him to have a $500 million art collection, a Vienna palace, and a modest fleet of cars, including a $100,000 olive green Porsche 356. When he's not busy ruling, he can be found on his $100 million princely yacht, complete with a helicopter pad. Life for Prince Hans Adam II is a fairy tale of castles, cash, and the occasional moonrock. Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani's wealth has skyrocketed to over $4 billion, thanks to wise investments and strategic bribes to host the World Cup. With a family fortune of around $335 billion, their real estate empire stretches from the skyscrapers of London to the Empire State Building. Tamim's billion-dollar Amir Divan Palace is a monument to luxury, and he spent a mind-boggling $320 billion to host the FIFA World Cup. When not playing host, Tamim can be found zipping around in his collection of 500 luxury cars or sailing the seas on his $500 million super yacht Al Lale. With a customized Boeing 747-8 worth $418 million, Tamim truly lives ambitiously. The renowned Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the true force behind the country. Being the de facto leader of a family worth $1.7 trillion certainly opens some doors, and while his wealth is only about $25 billion, he certainly doesn't keep it under his mattress. No, MBS has found far more creative ways to showcase his wealth, and boy does he know how to spend. First, let's talk parties. While most of us might splurge on a pack of red Solo cups for our backyard barbecue, MBS takes party planning to the next level. His 2015 shindig in the Maldives cost a cool $8 million. This wasn't just a one-night bash, but a 2-week fiesta on an entire private island. Forget hiring a local DJ, he brought in Pitbull, Shakira, Rihanna, and J-Lo. You can afford to have your own Coachella when you're worth billions. MBS has a garage with a $30 million golden fleet, including a golden Lamborghini and Bugatti. His $300 million mansion, Chateau Louis XIV, features gold ornaments, priceless art, and a smartphone-controlled fountain. He also spent $450 million on Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi and is investing over $500 billion in Neom, a self-sustaining city project in the desert. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the man, the myth, the wallet on legs. With a net worth that could make Scrooge McDuck's vault look like a coin purse, Mohammed doesn't just live large, he lives plane-sized. With a wealth of around $28 billion, his lifestyle makes Elon Musk's Mars plans look like a weekend camping trip. You know you're doing something right when you have more properties than Donald Trump has Truth Social followers. His Emirates Palace in Abu Dhabi is lavish, with a private beach, a helipad, and a $45 million mansion in Beverly Hills. He owns a $8.7 million Bugatti, golden Lambos, and a few Ferraris housed in a regular old $20 million garage. His superyacht costs as much as a spaceship and features luxurious amenities. He also owned a private jet, a Boeing 747 dipped in gold. Sheikh Mohammed spends $1 million daily on extravagant items like solid gold toothpicks and diamond-studded shoelaces. Looking at how the Sultan of Brunei lives, you may think Elon Musk is on food stamps. Hassan al-Bolkiah has only around $30 billion in his bank account. Still, he certainly knows how to spend it in style. Take his haircut, for instance. He was not content with just any trim. He flew his favorite barber from London to Brunei on a private jet because, regular first-class travel was so last century. The affair reportedly cost over $24,000, making it the most expensive haircut since Samson. But hey, why stop there? His collection of 7,000 cars can quickly put most automobile museums in the world out of business. Each vehicle is a rare masterpiece, including custom-designed cars that probably come with their valet to polish the headlights. Among them are gems like the Lamborghini Veneno, a Bugatti Veyron, and a Ferrari F40. Cars so exclusive they have their own Instagram fan clubs. Sultan Bolkiah owns a Boeing 747 gilded with $133 million worth of gold, complete with solid gold seatbelts. His primary residence, the Nurul Iman Palace, spans over 2.15 million square feet. He also owns properties like a mansion in Beverly Hills and a chateau in France. Hassel Bolkiah's extravagant lifestyle is a masterclass in spending a fortune. Some say he's compensating, but who wouldn't want his barber for a haircut that costs more than a semester at Harvard? Compared to King Vajiralongkorn, he's practically a penniless monk. King Vajiralongkorn of Thailand, known as Rama X, has a net worth of $43 billion. He enjoys an extravagant lifestyle, with a lavish vacation in the Bavarian Alps, a luxurious villa purchase, a grand palace in Bangkok, and an impressive collection of cars and aircraft, including a Maybach 62, several other luxury cars, and a fleet of 38 aircraft. And what's a king without a crown? Rama's crown is a 16 lb pure gold tower encrusted with the world's largest faceted diamond. It's so abundant it makes other crowns look like cheap costume jewelry. Balancing this golden monstrosity on his head could be a sport in itself. King Vajiralongkorn's love life is equally spectacular. His coronation cost taxpayers $31 million, featuring elephants, gold, silver, and ivory parading through the streets. His numerous marriages and affairs have cost a fortune, with his current lifestyle requiring at least $2 million a month on gifts for his many girlfriends. Rama X treats his romantic life with the same extravagance as his wardrobe, which includes tight jeans and crop tops that would make any teenager's Instagram followers swoon. Let's remember his pets, which live better than most people. His white elephant, Plio I, resides in a sanctuary that costs $1 million a month. His late poodle, Fufu, was an air marshal, and its state funeral cost $2 million. Even your pets live in regal splendor when you're worth $43 billion. Has Rama truly gone mad? Maybe, but at least he's harmless. Can you imagine being the most affluent world leader and having the means to obliterate the world? You know where I'm going, right? There is only one king of kings, a man who's not even a king. He's the Russian president, Vladimir Putin. Many would say that being Russia's president isn't the most lucrative job. Still, seeing how Vladimir Putin lives his lavish life, it's not all bad, especially when you have between $70 and $200 billion in your bank account. According to the official Russian government website, Vladimir Putin owns just a single mid-sized apartment in Moscow. Still, that's different. Technically, that might be true, but Putin also uses over 20 state-owned homes across Russia as he pleases. More than 80% of them were built after Vladimir came to power, and they were designed with Putin's comfort in mind. Currently, the Russian leader lives in Novo Ogoryovo. The lavish mansion is about 20 minutes from the Kremlin through a private road only Putin can use. Unlike the White House, this astounding home is not open for public visits, and there are only a few photos from the inside. After all, the Russian president is very meticulous regarding his security. Putin officially owns a mid-sized Moscow apartment, but he has over 20 state-owned homes, including a mansion near the Kremlin and a $1 billion palace on the Black Sea with its own helipads and private church. Putin also has luxurious yachts, private jets, and an extravagant collection of suits and watches. Have you seen it? If you haven't, you can check out all the 10 craziest and most expensive watches in the world in this video.